What's good everyone, my name is Intact and today we're watching battle from World Breaking Championship 2024, Lussy Sky versus Diaz. And of course we're gonna check judging stats just to understand how the decision was made and in which categories each of the B-boys was dominating. But before we go to the judging statistics, I want to give you a quick introduction of the judging system, which is called System A, and the main categories the judging are looking for when they're comparing b-boys or b-girls are technique, vocabulary, originality, execution, and musicality. So let's go deeper to the each of this category. Technique consists of athleticism, form, which is lines, angles, and shapes. That's really important in breaking. Basically, this is fundamentals of our movement. Body control, dynamics, spatial awareness. Second is vocabulary, which consists of variations, quantity of moves, transitions, concepts, repeat. So that's your arsenal. Number three, originality, improvisation, innovation, spontaneity, personality, which is character, style, stage presence, your response, and of course bites. Number four, execution, cleanliness, minimal to no slips, crashes, falls, consistency of flow, which is really important as well, composition of your round, and storytelling. And number five, musicality, of course, rhythm, textures, synchronicity, accenting, and coherence. Let's go directly to statistics from round number one. It was 8 judges voting for Lussy Sky and 1 judge was voting for Bboy Diaz. As we can see from judging stats, 8 judges gave execution to Lussy Sky and only 1 was giving execution to Diaz, which means according to what judges were watching and comparing, they decided that Lussy Sky had better cleanliness, sharpness, no crashes, no falls, like more clean in everything that he was executing. Also, probably they decided that the storytell in his round was better than compared to Diaz. The flow and the composition in general was stronger. 6 judges gave vocabulary to Lussy Sky. According to this category, we can see that his arsenal in terms of variations and amount of different transitions and combinations was stronger compared to Diaz. 6 judges gave originality to Lussy Sky, which means his stage presence was more visible, the energy was stronger, improvisation and ability to innovate the basic moves also was stronger compared to Diaz, and his character was more visible. 5 judges gave technique to Lussy Sky, which means they decided that his dynamics was more visible compared to Diaz. Also, his athleticism and spatial awareness was more more dominant compared to Diaz. As we all can see that 5 judges gave musicality to Diaz, so it means that Diaz brought more contrast in that category and he was more musical to 5 judges compared to Lussy Sky, so he was dominating in that category. Round 2 was very close, but 5-4 Diaz took it. And let's go to statistics of judges. We can see that 6 judges gave originality to Diaz, so it means in that round his contrast compared to Lussy Sky was stronger, so he delivered more character, more spontaneity, more innovation, improvisation, and like being in the moment, and in general he brought more contrast in that criteria. Also, we can see that 5 judges gave musicality to Diaz as well, once again, so basically Diaz was dominating in that category in both rounds. We also can see that 4 judges gave execution to Diaz and 4 judges gave execution to Lussy Sky. None of them was actually really dominating in execution category. 4 judges gave technique to Lussy Sky, and 4 judges gave technique to Diaz as well. Also very close, right? Like the same. Of course, the percentage of each judge can be different. Some can give more contrast, other less, but I'm speaking about this in general. And also we can see that 4 judges gave vocabulary to Diaz and 5 judges gave vocabulary to Lussy Sky, which means he was a little bit more visible and still delivering more arsenal in his second round, according to what judges were looking for and were able to analyze in that moment. So we can see that round number 2 was very close if we compare it to round number 1, where Lussy Sky was dominating way stronger. And round number 2, Diaz was dominating a little bit in some categories, but still like not like a lot. And the result was 5-4. Why there was no tiebreaker? It's very simple, because according to the rules of WDSF, if we have the first round for one b-boy or b-girl and the second round for another b-boy or b-girl, at first the system is counting amount of votes for each b-boy or b-girl and make a summary of these votes. If these votes are the same in the first and second round, and both b-boys or b-girls have the same amount of votes, then they're gonna have round number 3. But in this battle, as we can see, Lussy Sky had more votes in general compared to Diaz, and that's why he took this battle. As we all can see, the energy in the battle was pretty aggressive, and both b-boys were kinda behaving in some moments not according to the rules of WDSF championships, and that's why we also can see in the statistics of judges misbehavior buttons. Like in some of the rounds, we can see 3% misbehavior, which is misbehavior number 1. From some judges, we even can see 6% misbehavior, and of course, these misbehavior buttons were influencing on the final percentage of each judge who was using this button. That's why it's really important to control yourself in the battle and don't let your emotions influence on your behavior, because in such high-level battles, just 1% can decide who's gonna win the battle, and it's gonna be really sad if you're gonna lose the battle only because you was misbehaving. I think the fact that nowadays we have judging statistics, and this statistics is available to every participant after the event, is great. Use it smart. Go through the decisions of the judges, understand which categories were taken by your opponent and which categories were stronger for you. Work on those categories that kinda weak in your breaking. I don't say that you need to change your style of breaking. I don't say that you need to start to dance for judges. I'm saying that you can improve according on the data that you're receiving from the judging statistics. You can understand which directions of your breaking weaker and which directions are stronger. I'm not speaking about your style, I'm speaking about some of the categories of your breaking. So use it smart, do your work, do your homework, and become better. Thank you for watching.